And play some Apex Legends. That's what I'm into right now.
Complete. It's gonna be awkward to play though. I have to kind of sit like this.
Oh, well you can...
Because I can't move the keyboard.
Wait, because it's still... You didn't loosen it at all when you were back there? Here, I can loosen it for you.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Unless you want to play.
Why don't you move the beer bottles? They're kind of in the way, aren't they? Isn't that a weird, awkward...
No, I mean, I need to reach up here for the WASD keys.
Well, I know that, but your mouse just looks so, like, in front of your keyboard, where it looks like your hands are almost vertical.
It's normal. It's very normal.
Is that normal? Okay.
It's not awkward.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
All right. All right.
So what's the deal here? What's going on?
Oh, yes. Let's read off some donations. Some donations. Starting from your half, Bazinga X.
Hey, Bazinga.
Hey, what's up? $10. Paul, when your daughters start dating, would you want her to date someone like Kyle, Lyle, Jay, Steve, or Greg? I'm thinking he means Steve from Gamers Nexus or Greg from Science Studio. Lyle, obviously my brother, my twin brother, or Jay from Jay's 2 Cents, or me. There is no option for none of the above, which is what I would choose for my hypothetical daughter.
Yeah, I'm only having one daughter, as far as we know.
Twins, bitch. Don't panic.
I mean, she's not even born. I don't want to think about her dating anyone.
She's too young to date.
She's very young still.
Wait till she's 0 years old first.
She's young and headstrong.
Wait till she's out of the womb.
Steve. Everyone says Steve. Yeah.
Steve would be a gentleman.
You're right, Guido. I did just die a little inside. No. You're too forward-looking, Bazinga. Ask me in a few years when I've gotten over sleep deprivation from the initial whatever.
Yeah, and plus me, Jay, and Greg are married men, so that would just be wrong.
Oh yeah.
So really, you're left to Lyle or Steve, which it's a tough choice, really.
Why can't I delete this?
Let's move on, though. Thank you, Bazinga X. Let's move on to Bazinga X.
This is another one.
For $10.
Another Bazinga X.
So many brands of water fittings for PC. Which brand is the best quality? Which brand would you spend your money on?
Fittings?
For fittings? Ooh.
BitsPower.
BitsPower has great fittings. I've primarily used EK in my water cooling experience, and I had one leak. One leak ever, which isn't terrible, but it is a leak. And I think obviously every manufacturer is prone to defects. Every fitting is prone to leaking no matter what brand it's from. So I can't really speak, I can't speak on behalf of any other brand except EK. For the most part, it's been very positive. If I didn't feel confident enough in their quality, I wouldn't be using them again for Hotline 2, which I have been. So, but Paul can attest to the BitsPower quality, and I've heard very good things about BitsPower as well. Have you used any other fittings besides those two? I honestly don't. Oh, I've used Spantex fittings for the Elite build.
Yeah, I've used EK fittings.
Those were very good. I've had no leaks with them. So Spantex actually makes some really good custom water cooling stuff, believe it or not. Good blocks too. No, I'm not sick. I'm just stuffy. I said that already. You didn't donate, so you didn't get to ask that. Thank you, Bazinga X, for your multiple donations. John Allison, $5. Sign my breasts.
Breasts? What?
I think he has like some chicken breasts that he's been waiting for us to sign. Just send in your chicken breasts to our P.O. box, and we'll be sure to sign those and return them to you in a timely fashion. I love signing breasts.
It's reasonable.
They're delicious. Philip Rams, I hope that's your real name, your real last name, because Rams is both a reference to PC hardware and a sexual innuendo. So you get the best of both worlds there, Mr. Rams. $10. Congrats, Papa Paul. First diaper is on me.
Why, thank you.
Sounds very kinky. He likes to be
Like the
draped in
diaper
diapers.
itself, or the contents of the diaper? Because that's an important distinction.
Extra kinky if the contents are applicable here. Is your soon-to-be daughter going to be on Team Green or Team Red? That is the question everyone wants to know.
I gotta let her make these decisions for herself.
Or you can do that Chinese tradition where they have like the items on the floor and they make the baby crawl to whichever one they gravitate towards. It means like, oh, they're gonna be lucky or wealthy or in love. You're gonna have like just like a Team Red, like an AMD GPU, NVIDIA GPU, and then eventually an Intel discrete GPU as well when they're ready with that, and just see which path she chooses, and that'll determine the trajectory of her life and success.
Yes, all of those things.
I knew it.
It's all in the plan.
I called it. And you're playing Apex now.
Yeah, it looks a little choppy. I actually
is it?
have no idea. Well, I honestly have no
On your
idea
screen?
what the stream itself looks like.
Oh, it is a little choppy. It is a
No,
little choppy.
on the screen
On
itself
XSplit.
is fine, but XSplit might only be updating at a very low rate frequency or something.
Oh. Let me double check the. Ooh, no, people in chat are verifying that it's
Is it super choppy?
pretty chop.
Is it your Wi-Fi connection?
It's actually using Powerline Ethernet.
We're on Powerline Ethernet right now, guys?
We are. I tested it and we were getting 60 up.
Okay.
We were getting 60 up and the down wasn't especially impressive. It was like 35. But I feel like we're mostly doing up here.
My team's already dying. Oh, look, I got a body shield.
Oh my goodness. 2 frames a second.
Everything's fine, Kyle. Everything's totally fine. My team's dead, though.
It's not
I'm gonna
ideal.
go save my team right now.
Oh wait, I'm watching it on Twitch right now, and it actually doesn't look bad.
Look, I'm saving them.
Oh wait, nope, it's starting to die a little.
All right, well, maybe we can't play Apex Legends.
Oof.
Or maybe I just need to control.
This game has issues streaming with the one PC setup. Many people have had issues.
Ah,
Interesting.
let's switch to 1920 by 1080 then.
I honestly don't think that it's the Powerline Ethernet. I was testing it yesterday, and the speeds are more than adequate to handle
I
gaming.
just switched to 1080. I think that's gonna help it. a
Oh,
lot.
you were at 4K before?
Yeah.
That could make a difference.
It's already looking better.
Okay, good. Cool, we'll keep an eye on that. But for now, let's move on to Hidden Gems Gamer. $6.50. I have an FX 6300. I can get a 1600 Ryzen 1600 for 99 bucks. What would you recommend for a great gaming chip with the occasional stream at a decent price? 2600, I would say.
When it comes to the Ryzen CPUs, if you want to get the most out of them, you're going to want a better single core performance, and the 2000 series will actually get you a little bit better with that, especially if you're not going to overclock yourself. The XFR ranges for the 2000 series are a decent amount better. So I keep recommending the 2600 right now because it's 165 bucks. You can even get it, like it was on sale for 150 bucks like last week. So I think that's a solid choice. Just bear in mind it comes with the Wraith Stealth cooler, so you probably want to upgrade the cooler at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would point you towards.
Indeed.
1600 for 99 bucks. I mean, that's also reasonable. It's just a matter if you want to bother trying some overclocking or something like that,
Right.
which some people are more comfortable with than others.
Yep. Thank you very much, though, Hidden Gems. Shoe125, 20 bucks. Kyle, Gigabyte Waterforce Z390 versus Asus ROG Maximus 11 Formula Z390
Oops, sorry.
versus monoblocked Z390 motherboard. Not sure what that reference is to. Maybe a video comparing CPU heat output. Okay, I will consider it. Paul, nice video on building. Are
Thank
you
you.
going to do a water cooling video? Soft P1, hard P2? Maybe soft part 1, hard P2?
I do not have a how to build video on water cooling.
Did you do a water cooling video
planned.
recently?
No,
Oh.
I've just been doing a refreshed how to build a computer video.
Ah,
As of now, I just have the 3 parts planned for that. I've already shot part 3, which is all about the setup. In the setup, I actually take the just built computer and I go completely through setting up the BIOS, making sure all the hardware is there, setting XMP, installing Windows, installing software, getting everything to the point where I actually gamed and streamed on the computer at the end of the video, which was a day or two ago. I streamed for like 20 minutes because I told people it was going to be a short stream, but it worked.
You put
it was
in
a
work.
Functional stream.
Don't sell yourself short, Paul. I'm sure it was fantastic. Thank you very much, Shu125. Next up, we have NB67 for $13.37. As always, cheers, Paul.
Hey,
Thanks,
cheers.
Lenticular.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you very, very much.
Now we can go on to the
obliged.
donations on my half. Bazinga X once again, $20. Kyle has a boy, marries Paul's daughter, and you two become in-laws?
Stranger things have happened.
That would be weird. That would make Paul my brother-in-law?
Is that how that works?
Is that what that is? No.
I don't know how that works.
You're my yeah, you'd be my brother-in-law. No, that's not what that is. I don't know. I don't know how family trees work. It's unbeknownst to me. That's a very weird thought also. Our children marry each other. I don't want to think about it.
Why do people keep talking about my girl, my little girl, like
your unborn
meeting
child
people and hooking up with them? Like she's not even born yet.
Give her some space.
Come on.
Let her enter the world first before you start throwing her all over social media.
Don't need to do an arranged marriage quite yet.
Do you have her 401k set up, Paul?
Just the college fund.
We're rolling it into an IRA. Andrew Bell, 20 Canadiers. Cheers to beers from Canada Land.
Cheers.
Hey.
Roast.
That'd be a fun kids game, like Candyland, but Canada Land.
Canada Land?
You gotta climb all the moose. Climb the moose to the top.
Climb the mooses.
And if you encounter a Canuck, you go down and run. No, that's Chutes and Ladders. I'm confusing with Chutes and Ladders.
Oh yeah.
Canucks and Ladders. Moose and Canucks. Thank you very much, Andrew Bell, for the generous donation. Twisted Hardware, $5. I need one more thing for my PC build, and that's the graphics card. What's the best SKU of the RTX 2080 from Asus? Or what's the best overall SKU?
Armor.
You really can't go wrong with Asus, Gigabyte, MSI. They all have great options for their RTX cards. EVGA as well is a solid option. It just depends on your preferences, really. Take a look at really in-depth reviews online if you're trying to split hairs. Look at reviews from guys like Steve from Gamers Nexus or Anantech, guys who are super analytical and technical if you're really trying to split hairs. If you just want a card that works and runs well and stays relatively cool, it's not going to give you any problems, any of those reputable brands are going to be more than adequate, most likely. But good luck. Good luck on your quest for a high-end GPU. MB67, once again, $13.37. New house donation. Cheers, Kyle. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
I could definitely use it. Houses are not cheap.
This house needs some house cleaners.
Yes, I do.
Or
I need 10 house cleaners.
Or architects.
Or architects, or all the above. Lewis Manila, $9.99. What do you guys think of in-desk PCs? Basically building the PC under a glass in the center of the desk. I think they are cool.
I think they're cool. They can be, I feel like, expensive if you're just buying the desk itself.
Very expensive.
I've appreciated a lot of scratch builds in that sort of category.
Yeah.
I mean, and the pre-built ones are nice, really nice too. It's just you're spending like $400 to $1,000 on a case and a desk. So if you can afford that, then cool, and you can put together something, without too much difficulty. If you're up to like scratch building one, then those are really cool too. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good solution because I often tell people to keep their computer up off the floor.
Sure.
And if you build your computer into the desk, well then it's up off the floor and you don't have to worry about like, well, where on the desk, if you're limited on space or whatever, am I actually going to put it? Yeah. So, yeah.
I guess what practical downfall I could see or a shortcoming is having to maintain it or, get in there and maintain for regular maintenance. Like you have to remove everything off the desk.
Yeah.
Generally, if it's accessible from the top, you have to take your monitor off. The rest of your peripherals or whatever else is on there. So
that's true.
But yeah, I agree with Paul. It definitely is a good way to save space and get your system off the ground. Marcus Sarmiento for the 250 PHP. What is that? Is that
Philippine
Philippines?
pesos, which is about $5-6.
Nice. Thank you very much, Marcus. Wasn't able to donate on your half of the stream last week, so here it is. Thank you. I appreciate the fairness. My question is, I'm planning to build the PC this year. Should I get the 2700X or wait for the next gen AMD? Thanks. God bless. I would say get the 2700X now.
When is he buying? This year?
Oh, I guess if he's waiting, if he just says generally this year and you're willing to wait, then yeah, I mean, we're already well into 2019. You might as well see what's available.
Pretty reasonable to expect that we're gonna see next gen AMD stuff mid-year, so like
June,
July. So if you can hold out that long, it's probably worth holding out because they seem like it's gonna be either you're gonna get more options with higher core counts and everything, or maybe the new architecture is super awesome and will be. Oh, what's going on? Oh, we got a pinged person over here. Maybe the new architecture will be super awesome and you get insanely better gaming performance and stuff like that. Well, hard to say for sure. I'm still not sure why people do this. You go up there and then you fly down. Is that how that works?
Are they like looting something up there?
You ride it up and then you get to redo your it's as if you're diving back into the area again.
Okay, well, let's see what happens when you do it. You'll probably die.
All the way to the top.
Is it just for fun? Oh, it's just probably just for fun. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
shoot off.
You can relocate.
You can like fast travel a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sure.
Sure, why not?
That makes sense.
It's helped me big time.
Totally. You're at a huge advantage now than you were 10 seconds ago. Joey Goodwin, $20. Hey guys, love the content. I'm upgrading from a 6600K. Gamers Nexus recommended overclocking a 2700. My question is, what board would y'all recommend? Also, y'all should give Breckenridge Vanilla Porter a try if it's available out there.
Sounds good.
Is that what I was just drinking?
That's
exactly
literally Breckenridge Vanilla Porter.
Okay, maybe he saw it on camera and was just trolling or something, but we literally have been drinking that.
We had 2 of those earlier today.
That's really funny if you didn't see that beforehand. What are the odds? And I never drink this beer. This is my first time having this beer. I just bought it on a whim at a store.
Oh, the bubble's closing. I did not even realize that.
Honestly, man, there are so many good boards out there. So many boards that'll do just fine. I would recommend either B450 or X470 if you can swing it. Look for the trusted brands as always. And personally, I don't like spending more than, if it's my own wallet, I won't spend more than like $150 on a motherboard, just because anything after that is usually because the board contains features I probably won't use, or at least not enough to make my money's worth.
There's a dude right next to me.
So, read the reviews as well, especially if you plan to overclock, look at the VRM quality and stuff. Gabriel Greer, $5, took Paul's advice and got a used Gigabyte 2080 OC for $525, which is awesome. Is my CPU or RAM going to bottleneck now? I've got an i7 6700K, not overclocked, and 16 gigs of 2300 speed memory.
When you talk about bottleneck, there's always going to be a slowest part in a computer, so you're always going to be encountering something that's holding you back in some way. But given the balance of hardware you're talking about there, I don't think you should be held back much. A 6700K is still a perfectly viable, good processor, especially if you overclock it a little bit. Your memory is a little bit on the slower side, so you could dabble with trying to overclock that if you wanted.
Fortunately, Intel doesn't care as much as AMD.
It's less of an impact versus AMD, so there you go.
Yep. El Jefe Reviews, $4.99. Hey, my dudes, just wanted to stop by and show some love to my 2 favorite creators in the PC tech genre. Much love from your boy, El Jefe. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude.
Much obliged.
El Jefe's one of my few YouTube members as well.
So nice.
He gets high praise for being a huge supporter. Thanks, Jefe. Guido Salduce, $5. Explain the USB thing again, please. Oh, no. Screw you. We are not going to
what again?
The USB thing.
Oh, the USB. Yeah, we'll just real quickly.
Oh yeah, so USB.
Recap.
Let's see how much I remember. No, I'm not going to go into it.
The old USB now
I'm
has
not
a
gonna
new
support it.
name and it's different and better.
It's stupid.
Exactly.
Wifey Sauce with the $1 million donation. She's suggesting that we eat at a restaurant at 8:15, which
Hey.
is in about 45 minutes. Potentially, honey, especially if you're offering $1 million
That's a
of
lot
your
of
own money. You know me.
I'm impressed.
I have a price. So yes, thank you. If only that were true. JJ, 5 cool, 1, $4.99. Papa Paul, best of luck with your bundle of joy. Get ready for those sleepless nights and lack of grooming.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing, the mental preparation.
Purposely not showered in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Just to get ready.
It really helps you get into that zone.
Thanks, cool. SPM, $50. Wow, very generous. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. Z390 video is a good idea. I'm really worried about the Asus boards after watching BuildZoid suggest that they'd be bad. Huh. Yeah, Z390 video. Interesting. I might look into that further. Depends on, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to just do a video these days or like run with a new idea in a timely fashion because I'm so backed up on content and different ideas and stuff. But I'm sure if I don't do it, somebody else in the community will. And that'll be definitely an interesting video that I would be interested to watch. Thank you very much for the suggestion though, and the plentiful donation, Mr. SPM. Russell Purcell, 25 bucks for the nursery. Cheers. Well, you donated on my half of the show, so it will go to my future cat nursery that will be filled with
that sounds
scratching poles and catnip. Thank you.
That's exciting.
Race Rainville, $5. How do you guys feel about buying them from a third party versus the PSU manufacturer? EVGA in my case. Any vendors I should avoid? Love your content, by the way.
I find that a lot of the third-party makers, like the smaller companies that are out there, often do a better job. They can be a little bit more attention to detail and higher quality materials. The cables you buy directly from the PSU manufacturer, like I've been satisfied with the EVGA ones that they've sent over.
Oh, he's talking about cables?
Yeah, he's talking about cable extensions, like for a power supply.
I see.
I've been satisfied with those, but the ones I've gotten from like Ensourced Customs are definitely cut above. So they can cost a little bit more too, depending on the kit you're looking for. But
they do.
I appreciate that, and it's also like kind of helping a small business as well, which is good.
I cover a lot of these topics in my somewhat recent cable extension video, where I cover different kinds of cable extensions and sleeved extensions. Everything from like the independent end-sourced or mainframe customs type stuff to the really cheap, $10 a sleeve cable. I cover a pretty decent range. It's kind of a
Daddy Dick
on the
Cheese
fly video.
died.
Check it out though. Ivy Mike, $5, moving to a bigger apartment in 2 days. You guys are keeping me sane. Thanks. Yeah, man.
Nice.
I just moved my entire house, or all of our belongings and stuff in a week, and it is a process. It is insane.
I hope you enjoy the larger apartment.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure you will. Thank you very much for the donation, Mike. Once again, $5. I commented this on Paul's channel. You two should start a campaign with your speed naming for USB. Maybe we should start a petition on change.org
to change the USB name.
To not change the existing. Can you like do a petition to not change something? Is there a not change.org? Like, no, this should stay the same.
Yeah,
no one touch this.
Leave the name the same.
Leave it the hell alone.
Fine. Just don't worry about it. That would be reasonable.
I could stand behind that.
Yeah.
Ben Jarrett, $5. LifeX Z or Philips lighting strips.
I've not tried either, so.
I haven't tried either because they're very expensive, and I want to at some point add, I know it sounds tacky, but add RGB custom like smart lighting to the house.
Yeah.
Pretty much the common areas for when we're like hosting or entertaining. I think it'd be cool to be able to switch it up on a whim. Nothing for like our bedrooms or the bathrooms or anything like that. But the common areas would be cool. There will be videos on that once that's ready, because we still have to do some major renovations to the main living room, and only then, after then, will I be able to investigate this RGB smart home lighting business and could provide a better opinion on that. But from what I've heard, they're both very expensive. They're great, but there are cheaper
So
options.
it better be good.
I know
It's expensive.
Linus did a video on these. He compared these, I think both of these, or at least one of them, Philips Hue for sure, to the Yeelight. Yeelight is kind of a Chinese brand,
Okay.
but much cheaper and still retains most of the functionality you can get away with Philips Hue. So look into that video. It's a good video. Douglas R, $5. Hi guys, built my first PC 2 months ago and I'm loving it so far. How will I know what specific component needs to get an upgrade in the future? Thank you. The first thing to know is that your computer will start behaving less than it has been. You'll start to notice a slowdown in some capacity, and based on how that slowdown is being affected, or what the slowdown is, could potentially tell you what the issue is. If you're rendering with a CPU generally, and your rendering starts to slow down, it starts to suck, maybe your CPU needs an upgrade. If you're gaming and your frame rate starts to tank a little bit, it's not as smooth or fluid, it could be your CPU or your GPU, and in that case you can look at various diagnostics and monitor CPU and GPU utilization, various temperatures and frequencies in order to better determine what exactly the problem is. Obviously, just looking to see what kind of utilization you have on various fronts, including your memory as well, can be a very easy way to tell what's slowing down. Could be a combination of things too. Sometimes it's just the system in general. Everything needs to be upgraded. So yeah, that'd be a good video. How to tell what gives out when and how to diagnose it.
That would be a good video.
Wow, $2 million donation from Wifey Sauce.
Wow.
That brings it up to 3. I think we're at 3 million.
So you owe me
Total.
$1.5 million.
Nope, that's not how the donations. That's never how the donations have worked, Paul. We just get whatever's donated on our halves. Everyone knows this, and we're definitely not changing it now.
Check would be fine. Cash preferable, but we'll leave that up to Heather since she's the one who did the donation.
I wouldn't leave anything up to her.
Yep.
Oh, she said no on the lighting.
Oh, well.
She spent $2 million just to tell me no.
Wow. Well, she feels strongly about that then, doesn't she?
She's definitely my wife. All right, cutting donations off so you can make dinner. Thank you, Sal. I'm sure that was unprompted by Wifey Sauce
Good
anyway. But yes, we appreciate that. Oh, I think there's one more. Sorry.
Except for there's one more.
Joseph Phillips, $5. Hey, love your content. Do you guys recommend a Ryzen 7 1700 with an RTX 2080 Ti? Should I upgrade to a 2700X, or will I be fine till Ryzen Gen 3? The 1700 is fine with an RTX 2080 Ti. If you have the money, I would recommend a 2700X, especially if you're not overclocking. You get much faster out of the box speeds. But also, maybe even if you are overclocking, if you're okay with overclocking, then the 1700 should be fine, especially if you're on a budget. Although if you have a 2080 Ti, you're probably not on a budget. So
if you're spending the money on a 2080 Ti, honestly,
just go with the 2700X.
Like if you've got that kind of money, I would look into Intel options because
you get a lot more bang. Yeah,
you're talking about maximizing the GPU performance in any environment, and you're going to get more out of that 2080 Ti, which presumably you're spending $1,000 or $1,200 minimum on.
Yeah.
With an Intel CPU. So there you might consider like an 8700K, 9700K, even a 9900K, and that kind of platform, which would get a little bit more out of that 2080 Ti compared to the Ryzen options.
Also makes me wonder if he already has like an AM4 motherboard, or he's building from scratch. So
yeah,
good luck either way, Joseph. And that is going to conclude it for donations. We have a couple of Johnsons, I'm sure.
We got some Johnsons.
To shout out.
I have a few. I'm going to start out with this one. Adam P. from Louisiana.
You said P.
Johnson for you. Thank you for grabbing one of the English pub glasses.
Mr. P.
From a store. Juan C. from California.
My email's not loaded.
Down here in Cali. Got the Robo Love Gaming Desk Mats. Awesome hardware. That's an awesome hardware merch. So Big Johnson, both of us. What is this?
Blah.
That's something from Steve. I'll read that later. Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Low stock. Flow stock. New order. Michael M. from Connecticut. No, I'm sorry, from Illinois. Court isn't it? Yeah. Michael from Illinois, thank you very much for your order. Got the white logo Tri-Blend t-shirt, the gray Tri-Blend thumbscrew shirt, and the navy blue thumbscrew shirt as well.
Ho, ho, ho.
Awesome.
All right, I've got a couple donations here, orders. First one is from May King. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Just how about Eric?
Oh, Eric. That is much, okay, there's billed to May King and shipped to Eric. I'm going to say Eric, so thank you very much, Eric, for the CPU Cooler navy blue t-shirt. We also have an order from Mr. Adam P. I think that might be a Double Johnson. If it is, Double Johnson. Bitwit Words in a Circle pint glass. Yes, one of my faves. Thank you.
Adam P. Yes, from Louisiana.
Michael M. Yes, Michael M. Michael M. Evolution shirt in Heather Dark Gray. You got a Bitwit Gray logo black Tri-Blend t-shirt and a Stay Positive shirt. That is very positive of you.
I have a Johnson for a Kyle 2.0.
Yes, me too.
That would be the Double Johnson.
Double Johnson. Kyle 2.0, which
Thanks.
is my brother-in-law. His name is also Kyle, in case you didn't know, and he happened to purchase something from both of us. Thank you very much, Kyle.
You got a pub glass from me.
Thanks, bro. I can say that literally. Thanks, bro.
That's very accurate. Thank you, Kyle Johnson.
Kyle is the best.
Johnson party.
We also have one from Chris. Ooh, this is a cool name.
Chris R.
Chris R.
It's Double Johnson, Chris.
Double Johnson. CPU cooler gaming desk mat, stainless steel bottle opener, and a pint glass.
Also ordering from what appears to be an Air Force base. If I'm right about that, thank you for your service, sir.
That's cool.
Got a thumbscrew beer set from me and a decal as well.
Jacob.
Thanks, Chris.
I'm sorry, that's Jacob. Awesome Hardware RoboLove Black Tri-Blend t-shirt. Thank you, Jacob. And then finally, last but certainly not least, we have B-Lake. That's Blake. Blake V. CPU Cooler Stainless Steel Bottle Opener. Thank you very much, Blake. I don't know, I'm getting reminded of that, you've seen that Key and Peele, where he's like the substitute teacher. He's like, I don't know, this is a D nice. Can I see D nice? And the girl like raised her hand. Do you mean Denise? He's like, oh, so you're trying to fuck with the substitute teacher? Think you're all smart and trying to swag on me? Yeah, I don't know. He says it much better than I can, but
I've seen that one.
It's a good one.
You should check it out though.
Yes, you should. And I think that's all for After Party.
Hooray!
And we do have a Twitch raid for Fox Salt.
Fox Salt.
2 words. Fox Salt. Just how it sounds and spelled. Go ahead and raid him. He currently has, I don't know, I would say 10 viewers.
9.
I was wrong.
You're pretty close.
He has 9. I was pretty close.
Ever go raid Fox Salt?
Do it!
In the meantime, thanks for watching.
Yes, we will be back next week.
We shall.
All right. That was clean and simple.
Thanks everyone.
We
Goodbye.
still got it.
Go raid the Fox Salts.
Tell him we sent you.
So long.
Blow his mind.